Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba here on the morning of Tuesday, April 13th, 2021. Stand by for commentary. Well, Americans, we had another shooting in Minnesota, and it's a female police officer and another African American involved. And you got the usual rioting and burning and looting and destroying property going on by the African Americans. Oh boy, this is getting tiresome here. And the problem that you have, African Americans, is besides having watermelons for brains, you and the whites, is you don't know what puck is. And that's what's causing you the problem. You are not educated. Anyone on this planet is uneducated. You're not illiterate, but you're uneducated. Yeah. And here's what I want to say. The governor is responsible for actions that he made a statement when he shouldn't have made any at all. He should still say, I'm still looking at the situation, because he shouldn't have made any statements at all. The police should not have made any statement at all. And the media should not have taken the statements and put them out there like crazy. And here's why. The issue with the man. I forgot what his name is because I haven't looked at this closely. I had my wife in the hospital, so I was looking at this and saying, what the darn is going on with you stupid humans? Okay, and this is why you guys are stupid, and I'll tell you. Number one, the African American in question, and I say, I'm sorry I don't remember his name, because I just saw this cursory while I was in the hospital, and I'm hearing in the news. He was stopped by that female police officer for something, probably a traffic violation, okay? She ran his plates probably, and found out that there was a warrant, outstanding warrant for him. And here is the problem with the policing and the African Americans. In the policing thing, they taught her wrong, and they teach policing wrong here in this planet. A policeman is like a security officer in my federation. When you stop a person, and a person should be known why you're being stopped, and should not protest or do anything. In this case, the gentleman, he knew he probably had a bench warrant on him. And this is the difference, and I'll get back to this in a second. He, according to the news, and this is only going by the news, which is never 100% accurate, okay? So this is my opinion based on what I heard on the news. He probably didn't appear at some sort of an altercation he had before that caused him to appear in court. Therefore, the judge of that court, since he wasn't there, issued what is called a bench warrant. Now, a bench warrant will sit, and that's why it's called a bench warrant, because it sits there. Nobody goes after you, unless, of course, they get you for something else. And they run your place, and they run your driver's license, and, oh, there's a warrant out for you. But it doesn't say bench warrant. It just says warrant. And this is the problem. There's a lot of different warrants. A bench warrant is issued for somebody who doesn't appear in court. Okay? A murder warrant is different than a bench warrant. A rape warrant is different than a murder or bench warrant. So you see, the warrants are different. And the problem with your society here in America is that you treat them all the same, especially the police. If he's under a bench warrant and you're the only officer on the thing, and you got him, and you know he's going to be irresponsible and not cooperative because he knows he's got a warrant issued for him because he's violated the court. What I would have done as a police officer there is give him his ticket that he deserved, call up the precinct and tell them that the district attorney should look after this bench warrant. The district attorney should go to his house, to his mother, and to his people and say, and this is where you need a law here, this person has a bench warrant issued against him. It is up to him to appear at your local police station, and then we'll take care of the bench warrant. He's going to get arrested, yes. But isn't that better than getting your life lost over a stupid situation? Really? And for policemen, like this police girl, she should have known that this was the issue here. And that she should have done what I said. She should have called her precinct and said, this person has been issued a bench warrant for whatever reason from the court. And I didn't want to create a situation here, which she did. Why use a weapon when you don't have to? You didn't have to fire your weapon there. You didn't have to arrest them. That is the problem with your policing here in the United States. You got different warrants. If you have a warrant for the guy for murder, then that's a different story. You ask for backup. And you make sure your backup is there instead of going by yourself and trying to do this. But in this case, with a bench warrant, you go to his family with the district attorney and you say, ma'am, this guy's been issued a bench warrant. We could have arrested him, but it could have caused a disintegrating episode with loss of life if we would have arrested him back then when we stopped him for whatever issue he had on his car. Okay? Do you understand me, Americans? Especially African Americans. Do you understand where I'm coming from? You have to change your policing. And you have to change yourselves. Because this burning and looting and protesting does nothing for this. Look at all the shootings you've had since Floyd, or here in Georgia, since Mr. Aubrey's killing back in February of last year. Look at all the deaths, including the one in Louisville, Kentucky. Do you understand what I'm saying? Is it finally getting through your watermelon brains? And you're not the only ones with watermelons. The whites have watermelons too. Look at the way the policeman and the police chief handled the situation. The police officer handled it really bad. She could have let him go because it's a bench warrant. You don't go after him unless you get him for something else. And she got him for something else, and that's how she was aware that he had a bench warrant. But where is the district attorneys that when you issue a bench warrant, you got your own little detectives that go and you go to your family and you say, this person here, you as his wife or mother, and she say, oh, I'm his wife or I'm his mother. He has been issued a bench warrant for not appearing in court. Therefore, he is subject to being arrested. Let's do the right thing and come here to the police station or to our district attorney's office and surrender yourself and then go to the court and get this bench warrant off. And then again for the judges. This is the problem you have here in the planet Earth, especially in the United States. You issue warrants like doctors issue prescriptions, left and right, without having a consequence of what those issues are that cause those things. I've been here over 50 of your years on this planet, and I could never understand your society working this way. This is your favorite alien and Bubba. Can somebody explain me how come your society has watermelons for brains? Good day.